No Logic, hosting King of the Hill lobbies, most Sundays. Join our Discord to be part of the action. See you in game, Commanders. Beyond All Reason fans, welcome to King of the Hill by AllReasonNoLogic. Experience 2 or more teams facing off in epic scale warfare, where the Horde gang up on the Kings of the Hill. Kings start off with an economic bonus. They do their best to defend an onslaught after a no-rush timer expires. Test out your micro and defend against multiple players in variations of this game mode. We'll be part of the masses. Team up with your allies to topple the throne in a glorious victory. AllReasonNoLogic, hosting King of the Hill lobbies, most Sundays. Join our Discord to be part of the action. See you in game, Commanders. Beyond All Reason fans, welcome to King of the Hill by AllReasonNoLogic. Experience 2 or more teams facing off in epic scale warfare, where the Horde gang up on the Kings of the Hill. Kings start off with an economic bonus. They do their best to defend an onslaught after a no-rush timer expires. Test out your micro and defend against multiple players in variations of this game mode. We'll be part of the masses. Team up with your allies to topple the throne in a glorious victory. AllReasonNoLogic, hosting King of the Hill lobbies, most Sundays. Join our Discord to be part of the action. See you in game, Commanders. Beyond All Reason fans, welcome to King of the Hill by AllReasonNoLogic. Experience 2 or more teams facing off in epic scale warfare, where the Horde gang up on the Kings of the Hill. Kings start off with an economic bonus. They do their best to defend an onslaught after a no-rush timer expires. Test out your micro and defend against multiple players in variations of this game mode. We'll be part of the masses. Team up with your allies to topple the throne in a glorious victory. AllReasonNoLogic, hosting King of the Hill lobbies, most Sundays. Join our Discord to be part of the action. See you in game, Commanders. Beyond All Reason fans, welcome to King of the Hill by AllReasonNoLogic. Experience 2 or more teams facing off in epic scale warfare, where the Horde gang up on the Kings of the Hill. Kings start off with an economic bonus. They do their best to defend an onslaught after a no-rush timer expires. Test out your micro and defend against multiple players in variations of this game mode. Or be part of the masses. Team up with your allies to topple the throne in a glorious victory. AllReasonNoLogic, hosting King of the Hill lobbies, most Sundays.
Hey. Alright, let's kick it off. We've got enough players. Do the ring-a-ling-ding.
And then let's get this underway.
Oh, Claymore gets too busy.
Just need everyone to be readied up, and then we'll go.
There we go.
Yeah.
Action-packed. That was fast.
Did we do bonuses?
I didn't do bonuses.
I don't know if I did either.
Classic.
We might have to go back and fix that.
There's going to try straight away fill this up, and it's going to be oh, and the map's inverted too. I think you've copy and pasted the wrong one.
Looks like we're off to a nice solid start.
Wow. Actually, you know what's happened? I reckon somebody has upgraded Claymore to a new map height.
Please choose your starting location.
Damn. I reckon either that.
We don't have bonuses, so we're gonna have to go back anyway. So let's go back and do that. I'll grab the other one, and we'll see if that's any different.
Okie dokie. Let's do that.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to doing this live.
And if that doesn't work, then we will start on a throne.
We'll give ourselves excuses. Tomorrow, today for some, we've got the Supreme Isthmus Best of the Best. What's it called? Cup. Dream Cup. That's it. So tune in to ourselves as well as the official channels and Brightworks teaming up with Pradith to cast that one. Who's given me 60% bonus?
Going live in about 10 hours.
Okay. We'll try that one and
that
see if
means
that
you
works.
should already be in bed.
Not quite, but close.
Yeah, let's ready up, people. We've got 20. Let's just go to 60. People? Let's give the bonus 60.
Or
anyone. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Or 65. I don't know.
65 sounds good.
No, we are OP. We are OP.
All right. 60 it is.
Everyone's got 3 people to beat in their lane, and I'm sure there's going to be a few that spawn in between the starting positions. Okay, now we're good to go. Now, if the base set, so you can see it's called Claymore 3.0.4 on the map, that is new. If someone's changed the map heights, this won't work. We're going to have to go play Throne. Unfortunately, those players that are currently loading in, we might have to spec those. We don't know how long those downloads are going to be.
We're up to 25 players.
Thanks for the reaction, Duffy.
We still want to run this one?
Yeah, let's just I don't know. 1, 2, 3. What is it? 1, 2, 3, 4.
People.
There's room for 20 people, so around the outside. We'll just throw specs on anyone that's not already there. And then force start that. Nice.
There we go.
Hot tip. We're chaotic Aussies. If you're wanting to get in, make sure you're ready up before we get our knee-jerk reactions specking those people.
You haven't killed
accidentally kick Barney.
The lobby is basically ready, and once the lobby's ready, the aim is to get the game started as soon as we possibly can.
Yep,
I think we're going to Throne. We're going to Throne, guys.
I think we may have to do that indeed. So, while the guys are setting that one up, I'll just give you a quick rundown of why this has gone ever so wrong. So, in order to make the tweaks work where everything is the right height level for us to have those lava flows moving at the 10-minute marks and giving people access to lanes and whatnot, community members like Chronographer have gone through and found the height levels for all of the different pathways, and then helped create essentially a new map height function, which allows for the game to render using the updated map heights, which then gives us what we normally have. Because the map height has changed with the map update, all of the new map heights are a little wrong. So that's the reasoning for that. But with this many players, we can move on to Throne anyway, without it being too much of a big deal.
Kind of a good thing. We haven't been able to play on Throne for a long time. There we go. Alright, and Dead Vegan Cat. They're quick. And this here goes up to well, we'll have to wait. We'll wait 2 minutes to see how many more people join, but I'm going to guess it's going to be up to 65s. The standard for this map is Throne 65, yes. And that's when you get about 30 players. So we'll promote this one, and then we might lower the bonus if we don't get anyone joining.
That should be everything.
I think you and Nightmare are both doing it. Yeah, no, Tom will look after this one. We didn't actually see you there, Nightmare. Sorry, mate.
We've got IDs.
Okay. For those interested, what I should have done is grab those screen grabs that you just showed me, Praetor, to share on screen for that Dream Cup. Essentially what it is, there's been a pool, an open source for anyone that wants to apply to play Supreme Isthmus 2 team captains, Happiness and Grumpiness. They will pick 8 teammates and they will act as captains. They won't be playing themselves. And they get to pick from a pool of players over the OS of 30. So I think there's been about 20 or so, 25 players that have signed up. So of those, we're going to see 16 hit the field in a best of 3 competition on Supreme Isthmus. There are a couple rules, such as I think you're not allowed to commie eco until your first T2 lab is down. So you can't do the usual send all the resources to one commander, or the only thing that's allowed is the pond player can do their usual 8 titles or wins to the front line. Everyone else has to start in their designated map starting position. Duke, your lobby is showing 10 versus 1. That happens sometimes.
Are we doing 60s or 65s?
I reckon we'll go down to 60s just because that's what most say, and we've only got 30, yeah, 35, 32 to 35 is kind of where we established the 65.
65 it is.
Yeah, we'll just wait until there's a few more players. How does this work,
It'll take
Scooby?
us a moment to modify it anyway.
Yep, I was just about to drop them all in there as well.
And we will post the rules when I can find them. You've put the tweaks in, have you not? For the arbiters, etc.?
That should all be.
And just Duffy to get that bonus, and we're good to go. 32 players. We hit that number. Happens to be my lucky number.
for there. Cool. Alright. And this is the point where we start getting things running.
It is.
Tesla's team, captained by Rosie,
Nice.
they're going up in OS all the way up to 37, getting huge.
There we go.
Should be able to-
One more downloading, and when they're done, that's when we will kick this off. And we've hit 35, so we're definitely at the number that works for this. Before we have to consider putting the bonus up, we better kick things off because it's growing.
Yep,
It's
let's
growing.
go.
Try once more. The last player wasn't ready. Sorry, false prophet. Pre-download these maps. Try again, Tom. Just Tom. No one else.
There we go.
There we go.
The reason why I
Unlock-
say no
have
one else,
locked the-
sometimes I've...
I locked the lobby so we could start it. I will unlock the lobby in just a second.
That just saves that slow trickle of players coming in.
And Duke, if you have the same sort of... Someone has... You know what's happened? I reckon... God damn.
Globally, something has changed.
No, I reckon when you did the Raptor crater first, it's changed something. So let's rehost an entire lobby.
Please choose
That
your
doesn't
starting
make
location.
sense.
Because Tom posted the rules and then the event mode changed and then two people applied different rule sets. Something's carried through.
The rule sets override each other.
The tweaks do. The tweaks do.
If
if we can get a complete clear of the lobby.
Yeah, there's new debug commands for every map, I believe.
Interesting. I'm going to put some music on while we sort this out, just to keep you guys watching entertained.
Does that mean that we need to do a clear all for the debug commands?
Oh, that's loud.
I think that'll be the way that it has to go.
that'll kick all players, I think, won't it?
It will kick everyone, yeah.
Yeesh.
That has an invert.
Good thing tomorrow's event doesn't rely on the maps being at the same heights.
Okay. I think we just reset the lobby.
It'll be the invert. Because the Claymore has an invert for the debug, whereas the rest of them do not. Yeah.
I do not see the invert code in there.
No, maybe that's just what I was looking.
Bear with us, people. I don't know if Nightmare can hear, but we might need to do a reset of this.
No, it's that one. The debugs should be fully reset whenever you put new ones in, shouldn't they?
They should. Chronography is now in chat. Too bad he doesn't have the game right now. Access to it. Self-ban. Do we still have Nightmare here, or are you just cracking out this time?
I'm trying to fix it at the moment, but I won't know until we actually jump in is the problem.
So the problem with that one, apparently, it was someone put advanced lava, which it shouldn't have.
Ah, okay. That
So, see how it's advanced tide? It's on the screen right now.
Yeah.
That can't be in there.
Okay. This is the fun of having multiple people play with stuff. I don't even know what that is. Let's go.
Trying to see if Nightmare or Flow are there. And once we know, we're going to reset. It's because enable overrides on, so it needs to be default, I believe. Chrono, tell me if I'm wrong. Now reapply. No, it's still got advanced tide. Advanced option. The easiest way is to reset this if one of those goes there.
There we go. That should.
If this does not work, we are starting a new lobby.
We'll give that a shot because I turned off the lava and back on again, so I can't think of what else we do to fix that. Debug. That's the map stuff. That's the artillery.
It looks like there's too many players in this.
54. Yeah, it's quite a few. I can see bonuses going up.
We'll try it
so
anyway.
We're gonna up the bonus and send it, I think.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Just give me a sec. I'm updating the bonuses.
Did you just turn lava off? Because we still need lava.
I haven't touched it in the last little while, but it's back on again. I did turn it off to try and reset everything.
Cool. Chaos in the hood.
All right, let's kick it off, I guess.
Ring. You got 5 seconds, guys.
Hey, look, that's 5 seconds.
Very good. All right.
Let's try it. Try again. I think that this is not going to work. I just got this bad feeling. If it works, anyone that's watching the Twitch that has not followed yet has to hit that follow. Yep, we're resetting the lobby. Thank you for following, Cav, but it didn't work, so we appreciate it extra.
We do appreciate it all the same.
Friendly player disconnected.
Yes, unfortunately, we're encountering some. Is this our?
I'm just
no, this
clearing
isn't our
everything.
first one since the patch, so I don't know why it's not working. Because we have done one with the.
Ended.
We have done one with the.
There was a few overlapping things at the start of this one.
What's the code to clear? I think Nightmare applying his code overwrote yours.
Yeah. I'm half tempted to spin up a new lobby.
Start again. Yeah. Nightmare's here now. So Nightmare, if you're listening, can you reset this back on event mode? I want to clear this. Put it on team so that it clears event mode. Hopefully that works. but it's not working.
Give it a sec. It has to do some thinking at the moment. I wouldn't be surprised if it's 5 to 10 seconds for it to actually do the stuff.
Mm. And then after that, only Tom's going to apply these settings.
You did put it on team, didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay, it's still showing custom. At the moment, I'm just waiting for the lobby to actually change to team and everything to reset.
I don't know if it's going to work.
But I suspect if it does change, it'll crash.
Not going to go.
Has it changed on yours?
Nope. It's not working. I just get no communication, unfortunately.
Let me try.
If I go auto balance on, no, that won't do anything.
There we go.
There we go. Thank God. All right, just Tom. Yay.
I'll let
Just yeah. Did that kick everyone? Why didn't that kick everyone? Usually it does when you change it to.
Yeah, I'll let it Nightmare do the event.
Okay,
bit,
there we go.
and then I'll go through and
Done.
Is
This is AU1. Maybe AU1 is not great.
Is it still showing as free for all for you guys?
Yeah.
I'm gonna just give that a sec, and then I'll start applying all the bits. Alright, so we're looking for a throne lobby. Start putting everything back in again.
Actually, sorry if it kicked you out. We got no idea why. There should be a 100-player limit on this, and we've only got 48 in-game with a join queue, so I think it's just taking too long to think.
Probably should have waited for that first one to apply before doing the second. That's alright. We will give that a sec. If it actually does the thing.
And we've been on AU1 plenty of times. It's just extra slow tonight.
Yeah, it's real slow.
Probably about half of our COF events are on AU lobbies. It depends if a dev's around at the start or not. I'm very tempted. It is now half an hour into the event. Let's just clear this. What's the code to reset the whole lobby and start a new one?
I would say you just exit and host a new one.
Hold on, guys. This is going to take forever. To the point where the rehost command's even lagged.
Yeah, I would. Oh, it's not gonna work because the other ones haven't gone through. I would say exit this one and host a new one. And after you've done that, I'll come across and we can get it spun up properly.
Hopefully. What's this? Alright, I am in. Don't know which one I'm in.
you want to chuck me a boss, I can start adding the bits and pieces back in again.
Yeah, jump in game.
Yeah, I am.
In game.
Ah.
You're in spec.
It won't let me. It's forcing everyone to spec.
Yeah, boss anyway. Join the queue if you can.
No, it won't let me.
I can see you in queue.
Ah, okay.
Problem is, if we get a dev come along now, a mod,
We'll have to reset all the things again.
yeah.
There we go. That should be the full setup that we need, other than expanding things. Looks like we've got flow in here, so...
Beautiful. Flo was here and left. There we go. There's Flo. Beautiful.
It looks like Nightmare's in the process of spinning up a different one as well.
I really wish they'd just make Praetor a mod just for this event, which happens to be every Sunday. Makes sense.
Is your mic on there, Prey?
I might be green, but I'm not the right kind of green.
Yeah, okay. Now let me go through and do all these.
All right.
again.
Who was? I'll start doing the bonuses. Who was a king last game? Jump back down there. I know Dead Vegan Cap was in there, and ORAT, I think. Ollie was.
He's grip feeding the players in so it doesn't crash everything. I feel like this has been the slowest start we've had to one of these in quite a while.
Yeah,
It feels that way because it definitely
happening.
is. Yeah, unfortunately, game does not love when multiple commands get put in.
Yeah,
Don't worry, Rosie, I'm still here. Just chilling out and saving up for tomorrow's Dream Cup. So, for those of you wondering, in about 9 hours, or about 9.5 hours, is the start of the Dream Cup, which I will be casting. My mic is, my mic is definitely low. I was sitting back in my chair. I recently got a Hayworth Fern, and it is ludicrously comfy.
Oh, it's up to 50 players, so 65 is probably a bit low.
Alright, I've bumped it up a little bit.
Looks like we're not getting the same players back in here. So, Hoodie, I hope you know what you're doing.
Alright, let's balance this all out. With 55 players, 75's the go for bonus.
All right. Finally.
And
I don't like that I'm the highest OS in this. It's not a good sign.
you be
Considering
fine.
there's
Or we've got IDs again.
Of course we have IDs. Could not possibly be simple today. That's all right. It is good that it's happening now and not some other time.
lobby sim is a thing.
Lobby sim is a thing. All right. Let's have a look at those. Quite a few. Oh god.
Yep.
Can we just press auto balance and move everyone? I think that's going to be faster because there's about 20 matched IDs.
Yuck. All right, everyone that's listening, I'll put it in the chat actually.
Yeah, everyone who has a bonus will end up back on the Kings, and we'll request that everyone else ends up on Team 1. Maybe how that goes.
All right, I'll leave it up to you, Tom, to do it. Auto
How many
balance, I meant,
extras
not
have we
auto
got?
balance.
Yeah, let me turn
Have you done it?
this on.
I'm not.
I'm just doing.
Are you
now.
actually doing it, Tom? You're not doing the auto balance.
I was already going through doing all the IDs. So now we have to wait for this to do its thing. I hope it doesn't crash. And we're going to wait.
There we go. That's worked.
There
All
we
right,
go.
jump back to Team 1, people. Once we turn auto balance back off.
Did that fix everything?
Jump yourselves up there, people. Sometimes I accidentally kick ban.
Yep, that looks to have fixed, I think. It looks okay.
Hey, Black Death. G'day, how's it? It has been a clunky start to the evening.
Yes, it has.
Ollie needs a bit of a higher bonus, I think.
Oh no, sorry, I've just messed that one up. A bonus 75. There we go.
Although it looks so juicy having Platinum Blonde in here.
There we go. There we go. All right.
Hey, thanks for follows, NR30 and Helzik. Legends. Legends. All right, let's go. Let's finally
go.
do this.
Lobby locked.
Just posting those links in there if you want to join the Discord. And then we'll throw the rules up once more.
There is no one to ring. Let's go.
Happy Sunday, Gemma.
There we
Here
go.
we go.
We're in.
Here we go. Lava.
Tom probably
lava.
wouldn't realize this now. We've started implementing a few different things into Twitch. So we just got the Simpson ha laugh a few times tonight already.
Excellent. We have life.
It's a thing. All right. I'm going to go in the middle, I think.
I'll feed you for T3, for T2. And then make sure that you be posting those rules.
The rules should have been a welcome message for everyone, I believe.
Yeah, we'll still
Please
post them
choose
anyway.
your starting location.
All right. Do it. I'm going to go Armada.
good to see, Hoodie, that you're prepared for that corner.
Thanks for following Man-Eating Boar. Finally we got it working. What a good chap. Have we had 75 bonus on this map before? I think we have.
We definitely have.
I wonder if I can build a lab without any wind.
So I'll feed you.
You can probably do it off the reclaim, I think, or you can get close. Oh, we're gonna have different perspectives on this, aren't we?
I will feed you, Twig.
I'm on our
Sweet.
YouTube, and Twig is on our Twitch. So if you wanted to see what we're looking at independently, or have us both up to see Twig staring at his base while I go out and have some fun when we hit 10 minutes.
Yep.
And I'm also on the official. We were going to do the Claymore game and then kick it up, but I figured that since we're 45 minutes in, probably worth just spinning straight up into it.
And once we see the last of, wow, 68 opponents. Yes, Dead Vegan Cat, give me wind. One wind
And we
would
do
be great
have
for
the
everyone.
dry sea out there for them, so we're really going to have to push out.
Yeah. I'm hoping see, I could either go for 2 APHIS or T3 at 10 minutes.
Yeah,
I
go
don't know
straight.
which ones.
Don't go into that eco. You'll need it.
Problem is, if we have any weak spots, I recognize 6 out of these 7 names up here. So I'm pretty confident.
I think we should
Arat
be...
and Prey just might have to watch their 6 and 3.
Yep.
The real question is who's on the other side?
Twig said 6, 7.
Ollie, that's great. All right, let's kick this one off. For start in 10 seconds.
And Twitch, let me know if there's any audio issues. I've just been playing around with everything so that any VODs replays still have in-game sound. So you might hear a bit of double up on music when the game gets a little excited.
Alrighty then, for starting now.
Battle started.
Lock in, boys. Let's not embarrass ourselves.
Oh, we're going to embarrass ourselves. Don't you worry about that.
Almost worth skipping that third mix to go into the lab, but I'm going to do it anyway. It is 4.3
get the
metal
third
per
mix.
seconds.
Go into the lab. You're about to get your second wind.
Don't even need that, Laz.
Oh, there you go. You got tons of wind now.
Yeah, I think a few people have given me. I like it. Means they're relying on me. Let's not let them down.
You got so much energy cranking.
Oh, that energy is going down. Yikes. Yikes.
Can you tell that everyone just finished their labs?
It's alright, Twig. I'll keep you boosted. You're
Low
alright.
power.
You're alright.
I wonder if advanced solars are the thing to go just because of the speed of
Advanced
everything.
Solars are very
But
energy
you're space
heavy.
restricted, so bear that in mind.
Yeah.
Let's get Twig more energy.
Everyone boost me energy. Because my
This
mixers
wind
are turning
is
off.
lowish.
Just need to get that first advanced solar up. Actually, I'm going to focus on it.
Low power.
Come on. Energy is hurting at 5. I'm having to go into a standard solar. Luckily, 100% reclaimable.
Low power.
Yeah, this is really low, isn't it?
Wig, are you going into that
I'm going T2 very
T2
soon.
goodness?
Very soon. Actually, I can probably do it now. Just don't have the build power.
The whole team is wasting energy. Enemy commander destroyed.
And that metal. Okay, cool. Halfway there.
Enemy commander destroyed.
Need way more.
Enemy
Now,
commander
who wants a
destroyed.
T2? You do.
I definitely need one, and I've paid
Yeah.
you well and truly for it.
Enemy
Eat your
commander
lab.
Destroyed.
How
Yes,
have you
I
not
am.
eaten your
Oh,
lab?
I swear I clicked everything else.
Your team reached Tech 2. Friendly commander self-destructed. Low power. Tech 2 unit ready. Enemy commander destroyed.
You can keep building that.
Who else needs one?
Friendly commander self-destructed.
Where's Ollie there? In the funky writing. Does this guy need one? No, he's got his own T2 lab. Alright, we're cool. We're cool.
Enemy commander destroyed.
Need more build power. Actually, you want out here somewhere.
Build faster.
No. Damn, they come up quick these days.
That is, I'm a bit concerned about that lane. Alright, first APHIS is 20 seconds away.
Nice.
What can I reclaim? What can I reclaim? Reclaim you. You got more metal than me, Ollie. You're not lost. What did I lose? Oh, I've just
The whole
reclaimed one, that's
team
why.
is wasting energy.
That happens when you build this many APHIS. One minute left, guys. Defenses, defenses. This guy's going into double fusion set units, guys.
Alrighty, where are we at?
10 seconds left, people.
Lava level dropping. Enemy commander destroyed.
Let's go.
Enemy units spotted. Units under attack.
Super concerned about that lane. Oh, he's got heaps up now.
Lost.
Nice. Good job. Good job, mate. Good job.
Let's go see what we can see.
Tech 2 unit detected.
Wow, it's actually already faster to build just a T2 lab, that.
Enemy commander destroyed.
Let's go be a menace. Oh no, that's a lot of D guns.
I'm worried that Ollie's not
Team
building
reached
units.
Tech 3.
Who's building units
You
apart
are
from Tom
overflowing
and you
metal.
guys?
Enemy commander
right, it is.
destroyed. Stealthy units detected. Enemy commander destroyed.
Going come hunting.
Who am I going to put pressure on with? We need to get out. This is not good. Why is no one building units?
Enemy commander destroyed.
Yeah, another come down. Nice. Let's get the big juicy targets.
Let's push.
Alright, I'm gonna need more build power, aren't I?
Pulse, we need to push this lane.
Enemy commander destroyed.
That looks like a lot of spiders.
Realize we don't have the advanced build power on, so
No, we've got to do our own punching out. Can you guys build? You need to make more. Yes.
Tech 3 unit spotted.
Oh, it's going to be coming.
this is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt. You can tell. The team's got enough eco.
Which way do you guys want me to be pushing out?
Anywhere really. We haven't broken any lanes, so
I'm
gonna try and break
couple
here.
of the top ones. Not exceptionally hard, but
Enemy commander destroyed.
oh, I don't like that I'm lagging. That is scary already. I'm gonna be moving into a set and forget style.
The whole
Because
team is
I won't be able to
wasting
control
energy.
stuff properly. Copy.
Yeah, Ollie, build units. That's on you.
The whole team is wasting metal.
Gotta build units, bro. I'm doing shit down south.
Ooh. Why am I so bad now?
Enemy commander destroyed. Enemy commander destroyed.
Come on, select
Friendly
what I'm
player
doing.
lagging
Yay.
behind.
Alright, bottom right, push back.
Nice, that's good. Um, I'm gonna say that bulwark just here is a little close.
Whereabouts is it?
Just above my base.
It can't shoot though, can it?
I don't know. And I'd rather not find out. Also, I'm far enough behind that I cannot respond to anything that hits me. Just a heads up.
Yeah.
I'm about 15 seconds back at the moment. So if anything,
At least it's got a base out there. I might have to go send a constructor to
if
it.
anything is hitting my base, it'll be you guys to respond because I won't necessarily be able to.
Cool.
Yeah, I can't control my stuff at all. This is fun.
Okay. I need to build vanguards.
I'm supposed to be on repeat.
This is what happens when no one pushes out.
Yeah, it starts getting a bit rough.
Hoodley, I mean you did Tom, Hoodley and Ollie are meant to build units to send out at the 10-minute mark. No. No. Because I'm having to go over there, now I'm losing this. Pray, your commander needs to go in Viz. I know, here we go. You don't have energy, just put him on Invis, you got some stuff coming in. And I'll give you some eco.
Nice.
Go away, Verzi. Go away.
I just need conversion. God damn, this is bad.
It's really bad down south.
Oh no, I was more meaning the catch up. Catch up is real.
Unfortunately, you're just gonna have to deal with that.
Yeah. If you guys see anything coming, let me know. I can send
Where's my
stuff.
com? I think I'm about to
accordingly.
go pop. I did not realise that this demon was so far into my base.
See, for me, they're on the ramp. This is not good. Yeah, that is real close, isn't it?
Yeah, we've been getting penetrated. Not fun. So we need to build more towers.
No, that one.
We have radars? I don't think we got radars up.
Nice, that's something good up on that top right. Or top left, I should say.
Come on, react. My commands aren't happening, hey. Hello, game, wiki.
What do you mean not happening? I have to predict like a minute in advance at this point. God damn. It never used to be this bad.
How can I help this side? These guys over here. Let's build some spam this way.
Oh, it's gone that way now. Cool. And they're gonna go that way too. Nice. Actually, no, those on top. Oh, that's right. I have to wait this 40 odd seconds to see it.
No, just lost all my build power.
Don't do that. That's a bad idea.
I'm going to lose my base here as well. Can this get out? Is there anything to boost this? I don't think there is.
What are you trying to get out? Ooh, that's not looking good.
Got some counter intrusion units trying to get in. Let's ping them off. There's a commander there. Platinum Blonde's commander.
Oh, it's gonna be forever. God damn it, I forgot about that. I'm gonna be without a lab for the next, like, minute. Enjoy the overflow.
It's not looking good, is it?
Yeah, you really need to have a good portion of the team get out and be a menace early.
Yeah. If you're the only of those wings, and the wings are the positions that are meant to build units, and that meant that this position here on Ollie's got lost. This position over here would have been lost, but I happened to head that way. I mean, we're not dead yet, but it's not looking good either. I need to build Ollie some more eco. base is a problem.
Come on, start building.
Keep that healing happening, Ollie.
Sorry, I'm trying to get stuff out again, but it's a slow burn. Cool, that's going now.
I was over here. Can you come off prey? Go invis.
AFS really have a big boom, don't they? How do I do a ready-made army that I can just throw at things?
Where'd my com go? Yeah. God damn, pray it's on you now. You need to make him invis. Oh, you've got him invis.
I am very grateful that I'm not in a position where I have to actively respond to stuff. Because if I was down there, we would be dead. No question.
Do not reclaim those commanders, guys. Tom, maybe I can have your commander.
Sure, you will
We
get
need
him
it south.
in a while. You get him in like a minute and a
Pray,
half.
you're needed, pray. This is it. This is it.
It's disappointing how bad this is running. Yes, I am. Anthony, I'm very much running behind. I've done games previously with no real issues, but this is the first big Kings game that I've done since I did the update late last year, and it is rough, to say the least, at the moment. I'm gonna give these to you, Oratab, so that you can control them, because I can.
This is not good over here. Not good at all. Yeah, almost at my base.
Don't let them in your base, because that's going to end badly. We've got vanguards on a fight command.
Just a heads up, if you're mumbling a bit, it won't be heard on over the in-game volume on the stream, Tom.
Okay. If you... Yeah, I see what you're talking about down on that ramp. It's pretty busy down there. I might be struggling down here. They're pushing some things over the hill. But I can't build any defenses.
Enemy gaming over here. Put kings on this map. If we don't take that bottom lane there, which I know you two know, you can just see where we didn't push out at the start. That's where they're going to kill us. That's
Oh,
where
if you
they
don't
have
get
killed
out,
us.
then it's basically game over. We have to get out and fight to have a chance. Oh, no, it's going the wrong way still. Hey Uzi, it potentially makes a bit of difference, but it shouldn't be making this much difference. The fact that I'm 110 seconds or so behind. Why is my metal production not higher than it is?
Looks like we've got more real estate to play with.
What happened?
You'll see. I mean, we've lasted 30 minutes. It's been a tough one to crack. Fun one for the peasants, I'm sure.
I feel like this is one that'd be rough for both sides, just because of how slow it's going. Let me give you these bad boys as well. This stage I can barely even build eco. Yeah.
It is here. A lot is here, that's what's here. Where are we getting pinged? Oh, over here. Okay, yeah, we're fucked.
Build me
Maybe.
eco. It's looking relatively lean down on that side where I'm at. In fact, ooh, yeah, that's a big boom.
I can't get down here because I've been blocked in by prey. That's why my units aren't moving. Okay,
I pray. Doesn't.
now we can walk or roll.
I don't know if we can hear you at the moment, Pray.
I think he's sitting there quietly and patiently, knowing that this is an inevitable doom.
No, I've just been on mute.
It's more that I can hear him saying something in the other room, but he's not coming through on the mic.
Yep. No, I was on mute. One of my housemates came to talk to me,
Yuck.
and then I forgot to unmute.
Oh, I think we're about to fall.
How
I
is it
think
only
we may
just
well be
falling
about
based
to fall
on?
indeed.
I'm like 2 minutes back, so I'm basically going to start producing eco and hope for the best. What I'm going to do is
There's a lot of
these
showings over there. Not looking good. Yep, I know, Ollie. Very aware.
Give this to Oratab. I'm going to give you this lab up here, Oratab. You'll see it in a couple of minutes probably, just so that you can control the units coming out of it. But I'll put everything on roam so that you can
You know what
still...
we should have done, Tom? You
Mhm.
should have set your turrets to roam and then given your buildings to me, and I could have controlled them. That would have been smart.
Oh yeah. Could have done that.
It's not like we've played this game before. How could we possibly have known? Twig, you're not invisible.
Am I not?
You are not.
I must have selected something to build because the first thing I did was put that common invisible.
I do believe it started repairing the Titan.
I must have clicked the Titan. Click that tick. Either that or a tick hit me.
I don't think there are any ticks that far back.
Oh, my little slide base has fallen. That's sad.
No side base for you.
Oh, why have I got zeros? What now?
A fight to the bitter end. We got 2 comms left. Orat and Praedyth.
I'm
My
about to control
production
D-mine in your base, so only one
says
com left.
there's nothing left.
Happy for you to do it, genuinely.
Why is that?
The only thing keeping us from being pushed if I've got repeat.
Oh, literally
EMP
taken all my
launches.
stuff.
I don't see who's taking your stuff. Oh, who's taking your stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I can't. If I'd known I was going to lose it, I
That
would have
wasn't a
given
control
it.
D, by the way. That
to
was
you.
the catapults.
Ah, that side. Hey, look, this bottom lane didn't lose it in the end.
We did our best. It was not enough.
Interesting that it lets people take
Quite a
time
long one.
still here. I suppose if you're 140 seconds behind, there's not much you can really control.
I think the viewers understand what's happening.
Let's go on over in your chat.
There we
Oh,
go,
so
give
what?
that to Orat.
Asking when are you going to ban rocket chickens and arty spiders? They are the equalizer. Oh, that's a big boom.
It's one of those
You're a long
things,
way
if we
behind, Tom.
ban too many things, then there won't be any options for actually fighting.
We lost that because we allowed 2 of the 3 wings to have units underneath them.
Yeah.
You have to get out, control the middle, and be
Yeah.
skirmishing into bases.
1 or 2 fusions for the 3 wing players and build units, and then once you've secured the lower level, that's when you start scaling your eco.
With
Allow the
plus
middle player to
75,
see eco.
you can go fusion APHIS around the outside, but you have to be building units as of 9 minutes.
Yeah. And as a result, I had to come online instead of keeping on building APHIS. I could see that
Yeah.
there was no units coming out of the south player, and there's no units coming out of Ollie, so I had to go down there. Mind you, I didn't help out Ollie at all. I left him for dead, so I was a bad teammate.
I've got
The player on the inside, in reality, should be able to scale enough for the whole team.
Let's
just go
Particularly
wrap
when
this
you
time.
boost them at the beginning.
Oh, it's the game over.
Yeah.
Yes.
You have to tell me these things. I'm a long way
A little
behind.
far behind. Ladies and gentlemen, I am going to be bouncing out because I'm casting the Dream Cup in the morning, which means that the official is going to be going down. If you want to continue watching, jump on over to the AllReasonNoLogic stream on Twitch and YouTube, where they will be continuing. I just will not be because of because I'll be casting again in about 8.5 hours. So I will catch you guys later.
And if there's anyone listening that has control of that one, just rate us. Or the 18 of you can jump on over.
The lobby's been unlocked for those that were just asking. I hadn't realized it was locked. Are we doing another one of those, or do we want to open
Now
up
let's go
to a
Raptors.
Raptor?
It is after 10 with the slow start. I don't know if Grumpiness is around for an after party, but I think he might be getting his beauty sleep ready for that event that Pradith was just talking about it. Yeah, Ark's a lot. If one of those guys didn't already reply, yep, 100%. You can copy that, get a catapult shooting over. Usually the vanguards will be deflected by shields, but those catapults do the damage. If we were smart, we would have taken that middle lobby. Middle level. Okay, 9 kings in the middle. Do your thing. Going to be a slightly less bonus unless this fills up.
Okay, they are looking relatively good, I think. That is 9. We have 50 odd. So, what bonus are you thinking there, Twig?
The standard for about 70 or 60, 70 players is Yeah, I'd
Yep.
say put them on 70.
Okay, I can do that.
We do have Rosie and Platinum there. Yeah, 70 will do. Ollie has been king before if somebody else wants to jump. Oh no, we've now got a free spot.
I need one more king.
Got Scarve down there. I kill you for fun. A lot of orange. That means friend in game. Why am I not friends with Rosie and Platinum Bond? Change that. If anyone wants to request a song in the background, there is a channel point option to request a song. I'll do my best to hear the announcement. Thanks to the anonymous gifter that gifted the tier 1 sub. Thank you very much.
And we will be ready to go here in a sec. I'm probably going to bounce out just as we start this for a little bit.
Okay, and then you'll be back?
Yeah.
Cool, cool. I assume you're not in-game?
No, spec. I was
Just make
basically
sure
going to
there's
see.
no peasants there with the bonus. There is one.
Yeah,
Oh,
good.
that would require a
Yep.
restart of the game.
Alright, I reckon
Get
we're
those
going to
readies
start
on.
specking people.
Oh, don't jump down there. Who's just jumped onto that team? Change team.
You trying to give us another ring there, Twig? We've only got
And I'll quickly post the rules, even though they're in the welcome message. Before you fall started, let's just do a sanity check. Make sure no one's jumped back into the peasants with that bonus.
we're looking good. Nice spec.
And a few people jumping down to team 2. Please don't do that.
Yeah. That's all sorted. Spec. Spec. Go. There we go.
Nice.
We'll be back in a sec.
See you in a bit, Tom. People, if you want to talk to your teammates, we have plenty of channels over the AllReasonNoLogic Discord. And while we're waiting for these teams to load, just going to reiterate tomorrow's event. I think at about, how many hours from now? 8 or so hours from now, there's a Supreme Isthmus event. It'll be the best of the best competing. Oh, jump out of the middle, Storkles there. 8 versus 8, best of the best. There's a no commie T1 phase of the game, and then anything goes, I believe, after that. Best of 3, there'll be 2 team captains, Grumpiness and Happiness. They'll face off, do their thing, and we'll get the victors. We'll get bragging rights until the next event. I reckon he'll be on a little bit later tonight. I don't know if he's joining Koth just because of the event. I know I've got to have a chat with him after this just about some of the setup. Originally I was going to be streaming it, but it's going to be Pradith instead because I'll be at work. This was going to be a Sunday morning for us and it got moved to Monday morning, Australian time. So that's why Pradith disappeared tonight. That's why Grumpiness is not in Koth right now, I believe, getting that beauty sleep. One thing I don't like about the event is I don't think he's going to be playing because he's a captain. He gets to pick the team. I like watching him play. He's quite entertaining. Always trying to go for those different plays. Nice one, Hells. Those things happen. I wrote up all the rules for the thing and then they changed it to when I'm at work, so I don't get much credit anymore. But it was originally 2Pump's idea, the entire thing. But you're going to get Pradith, who is definitely a better caster than me. That guy can talk. Boy, that guy can talk. All right, people just started a poll in the Twitch. Who's going to win this, the kings or the peasants? We've got 9, a lot of regulars in there, 9 kings versus 58 peasants. It's sad to see Jay Frost and I Kill You for Fun not together. The Newt clan separated, possibly out. Twig, you need to force start the game. Jellio, we cannot. I can't boss anyone either. Let's just see if I can vote, boss someone. Nope, not allowed to call vote. I'll try and do a force start. It's never worked before. Nothing happens on my screen. Oh, it worked. Maybe it does work. I just can't see it. There we go. Welcome, guys. This is King of the Hill. We are in Raptor Crater and quite a big one. 58 peasants up against, what's that? 9 kings. It's always 9 kings in the middle. We have 8 kings, all with 6 mechs to start with, and then 1 super king in the middle. They're going to get 8 mexes. That's Avalon this game. Avalon's coming in at 30 OS. Those silver chevrons know what they're doing, that's for sure. Around the outside, we see a big variety of peasants on the red team. All starting in random positions. We've got these guys up on the hill. We want to see them build lots of units by that 10-minute mark. Come 6 or 7 minutes. After you've got that wind and T1 conversion going, pour all your metal into those units. Then all these guys next to a ramp, you want to build some pork. Of course, build units as well, but just make sure you got some pork. Make sure we don't have any spam coming out of those kings. All these guys along here, Korga, Pingu guys, Captain, same with the other side. This is probably the easiest lane for the kings to push out of because you don't have any sort of eco support behind you. So make sure you guys pork up, build units as well, and constantly put pressure on. And then down in these corners, there are eco corners for the peasants. Now you can either do this, everyone going to their own lab. Essentially, you're playing the slow game. 10-minute mark, maybe you'll get a fusion. Or let's go check out some guys that know what they're doing. Look at that. The T2 lab is already going down. That is the cookie flavored penguin. We've got Jay Frost of the Newt clan along with Mazza, Jellio, and we've also got Kaja going into a T2 advanced vehicle plant for Armada. I like to see it. They're going to be sending out T2. It's sub 2 minutes and it's up. Okay, that's on the dot 2 minutes. Can't give them that much credit. Not quite beating that 2-minute barrier, but it's very fast. And you can see they're going to straight away share out T2. This is how they commie eco. They're all using their commanders. That, what is it? 300 build power out of each commander going in to get these units. And look how fast they're coming out. Like getting those consoles as well, that's going to boost these even harder. I like to see that. Really like to see that. Around the other corners, we've got some commie eco going here. It's just not quite as fast. This is going to be maybe 3-minute T2s. And then this final corner here, we've only got the 1 player. So only really 1 strong commie corner. And they are against Scarve, Kill You for Fun, Rotato. all guys that know how to do this well. You can see here they've built all their T1 mixers. They're going into T2 in some instances. They're going into advanced solars, making sure that their eco is going to be able to support that later stage of the no rush 10 minutes. And speaking of no rush 10 minutes, that's the rule. There is a 10-minute no rush, and then this lava resides. A few things have been turned off. There's no nukes, no LRPCs. No offensive structures are allowed. A bit of a gentleman's agreement. We leave the longer range persecutors, agitators on because they can be used very effectively defensively. Also, Junos, they have saved so many bases. Unfortunately, we see rule breaks with those. We've always been arguing, do we turn them off? Let us know in the comments if you think we should turn them off. And by the way, those guys on Twitch, there is a poll going on. Let us know who you think's going to win this. Currently, 20% think the Kings are, 80% think the Peasants are going to win. I think I'm kind of on the side of that as well. Peasants seem to win this probably 3 out of 4 times, but it all depends on how much you let these Kings snowball. If at the 6, 7, even 8-minute mark, the Peasants don't start building those T1 units and probe each and every one of these Kings, you're going to allow them to put their APM onto eco scaling with a 70% bonus. That's going to hurt you down the track. You want to put the pressure on, take their APM out of their base onto their front lines and not let go of the pressure. Tom, do I have you back in the casting booth? I do not. I'm all alone. That's all right. He'll be back shortly. All right, Avalon's in the middle, sending out these T2s. I wouldn't really recommend doing this. It's probably faster just with how far you have to walk. Building your own T2 lab, reclaiming it, and then using that to build a fusion. But not to worry, each to their own. We've done a few tests. I think it's faster if you build your own T2 lab. Probably 3 constructors. Tap that for them. That's what you should do. Follow with some T1s and get these upgraded as fast as possible. This middle player, get at least 1 APHIS up by the 10-minute. You want to be making demons if your Cortex, which this player is, or maybe Razorbacks by about that 12-minute mark. And you want to be doing that off of at least 4 APHIS so that you can spam them out pretty quickly. Your advantage against the Peasants is teching faster than they do, but it's not going to be happening when there's fusions already coming down here. We have a mass amount of T2 that's been handed out over here. So going down the option of getting the T2 constructors out to all adjacent players and then going into eco. I don't mind it. It is going to mean, though, slower eco. Do we have any other Peasants that have scaled well? No other fusions coming up. We got T2 distributed, but yeah, no advanced. No
Sorry about that.
Stuff.
I am
No worries, Todd.
back again. I'm realizing that I just left it on the lobby rather than actually jumping on in.
That happens. We do turn our settings so that we don't auto join. Don't you hate it when you like go and look for a lobby and you click to join one just as it starts, and then you don't have the option to leave back to the menu? Anywho, everyone's off to a pretty standard start. Unfortunately, only one corner on the bottom left, Tom, is going into the coming eco, but they're doing it quickly now. Now that they've sent out all T2, they are blowing this out of the water. Second fusion coming down in just 10 more seconds. They're building one of these every about 30 seconds. That's really quick.
I was just chatting to Frey to work out what my plans for this week are. So that's all fairly well sorted now, which is nice.
Nice.
How far through are you guys at the moment?
We're at 7 minutes, and this one might be uploaded, I reckon, because I reckon it's going to be quite the challenge for these Kings, but there is a lot of experience in the middle here. We've got a lot of players that have played this before. Rosie, Ollie, Scarf. I Kill You for Fun, Potato, Hot Potato, Maxi, Avalons. In fact, every single one of these players has been a King before, so no excuses out of the middle. And do not pay attention to those OSs down the bottom right. I saw someone in their 40s be the reason the team lost last week. Their lane fell first. They were one of the highest OS players in the game. And their build order, probably a little bit greedy, and not enough units out to stop a push at that 10-minute mark. And that was the first time I've actually seen a resign. That one's going to be released later tonight if you want to check out the video on the YouTube. Unfortunately, no real competitive games last week, so I'm hoping, fingers crossing for this one. So there you go. Brenna's just taught me you can force start from the lobby. I didn't know that because I cannot see any of my commands on screen.
Yeah, you guys have said that we can't force start, but whenever you mention that and I stick it in and then it
works. Just doesn't say anything on the screen. There you go. All right, so in Twitch chat, it's been voted that they think the peasants are going to win this one. 80% voted in favor of them. But I reckon we got very strong kings here. We got a minute and a half left. We got units coming out now, but do we have enough?
Wow,
do we have enough units? Let's just bandbox the middle there. We have, yeah, only the 17 units compared to the whole map. Not many. 200. Got a minute left. Nothing special. There are definitely some lanes here on the south that are going to be pushed quite hard, but there are beamers in place. There are walls, some construction turrets, and units are now coming out, and Centurions are going to be quite good at stopping things. Potato going into that APHIS. I reckon putting some units out might be smarter. Going into the Salamanders are great. Tigers not so much. They do terribly against spam. But they do pack a punch against those bigger units. So it depends
solid
what you
single
get
target damage, but you get easily overwhelmed.
That's right. What I like to see over here, Hot Potato going to the Fiends. They work really well against just about anything the peasants can push out. And remember with Fiends, if you control D them individually into the enemy, they do so much more damage. All right. Just making sure we have no turrets built up on these hills. That's a thing. You want to make sure that you do not reach those mexes any point in the game by building turrets. And it looks like it's all good. Over on the right here, let's just, as a 10-minute elapses, let's just let Wano, guys in game, ping him, say do not build these. So just ping out to WoW on the right, those guys listening in game. That's going to be a rule break. Maybe Tom, you can start pinging so I can keep this video rolling just to tell them to stop building those. And we are going off. All right, we're pushing in with a bunch of stouts, but they're really struggling to get up this hill here thanks to the T1 walls, and they're actually having to target down these walls. So nicely placed here out of I Kill You For Fun. Stopping these stouts from getting up and over means that there's time to react, get all these Centurions in place, and they're going to be able to walk around the corner. So I reckon this could have pushed quite successfully with this amount of stouts, but just those T1 walls are going to be enough to push them back. Maybe I'm wrong. They are getting through. I'm going to chase these, but there are plenty of Centurions behind. Are they going to maybe move to the next lane where we do see Scarv has plenty of Jags? If they get brought in here, they should be able to clean them up. There is a beamer waiting there, but there still is a handful of these. They are low in health. We just want to see a few more of these Jaguars surround them, and they should be able to clean them up. Nicely done. All right, the initial pushes have not got through. We got Mammy Gaming happening out of Rosie here. I like that. Like to see that. Straight from the Church of the Mammy. Oh, on the right, Maxi pushing up with the Centurions. Yakara Jane needs to get invisible, but it's not happening. And just the lowly T1 units are the units that have managed to push up this ramp quite easily. And now we've got spam. If all of these units come through here, I don't know what's going to stop these that easily. Here we go. We got some commanders. They're getting surrounded. Captain Cox taking out 6. Really nicely done. Really low in health though. Bit of spam in front of those Centurions would work a treat. Leak in the middle. T1 getting through again. We're targeting that. Oh, that was... Oh no. The SAR doing self-damage just after. That was perfectly cleaned up by the well-placed Scorpion that managed to shoot down the face of those converters. And Chrono will get onto those music requests at the end of this one. After this game is over, and people, if you want to request a song, there is that option in Twitch now. Pulses have been added to Newt base over here. It's going to be hard to push much further than the outside. They have lost those mexes, but it doesn't matter as this conversion starts to come down. With a 70% bonus, that conversion is exponential. Unlike the standard game, you do not need to build 2 converters for every 1 fusion. Because 70% more energy, you can convert 70% more energy. And then it's going to make 70% more metal. So it really blows up quickly. This is where the peasants don't forget to keep putting that pressure on, because these guys are going to scale like crazy. And it does look like that's what's happening in the middle out of Avalon's. Got the 3 APHIS up, going into a bunch of advanced construction turrets and dropping down another 9 APHIS with a whole bunch of conversion, setting it up their base nicely so the conversion is away from the APHIS. You don't want to see any converters touching APHIS, because that will help them go boom very quickly. Great way to chain react. Centurions back on the right here. The next wave has come up and over, wrapping around these advanced solars. Tom, you don't use the Centurion much. Have you thought about learning how OP these Centurions can be?
I haven't particularly used them all that often.
They're really good. I think they've got an extra, what is it? Range is 330. They've got an extra 30 range than a commander. So keeping that D gun away. They can kite a commander and one-on-one beat a commander if microed near perfectly. Kings have stabilized. Some units trying to find their way in, trying to be sneaky, but there is T3 now. We have Jaleo, 2 Razorbacks putting the pressure on, keeping back from these Centurions, and only having T1 labs up, meaning there's not much that's going to outrange these. If they just keep getting microed, these Centurions are going to get killed faster than they're getting built. This is where you want T2. Perfect answer for these is the sharpshooter if you're Armada, which I Kill You for Fun is. Of course though, we do have that pulsar in the background. That is going to take out any Razorbacks that get too close. How is that Peasant Eco going? We got the 3rd APHIS coming up here for Jaleo. Handing off those units to be microed, I like to see it. Over on the right, 1 fusion up, a couple fusions, a couple different players. I'd love to see these guys sharing. It's not happening though. And then 3 separate economies here as well. If you want to scale quickly, just give everything to 1 player, and then once they get like 10 of them, give it all back. If you guys are wanting to grade, that is how to grade. You will build them faster together and then distribute them. Oh, T1 pushing on the top left. Ollie getting the grunts up there. Trying to find damage here up this hill. Deciding to move around. We see some build power, and I think we see that fusion as well. We can take that out. That's quite the juicy target. There is a single persecutor, and when that hits in the middle, you can see that's taking out about a 5 at a time. Is he going to get this? That is so close. 954 gets it. Well done, Ollie. That hits hard. Hits hard as a peasant getting a fusion, especially when it's that close on the front line. All right, zooming back out. We are getting a bit of a wraparound on the side here on the right. I Kill You for the Fun is slightly breached on the front line, but I don't think there is enough here that's going to get through. With these few pulsars up, with all this construction build power, yeah, it's going to be a problem. It's going to be a real problem for them. I like this in the middle though. We're seeing catapults and demons come out of the middle, being handed across to I Kill You for Fun to help defend against this, and that is the perfect response. Handing out T3 to your teammates, that's going to essentially shut down anything, and the right thing to do here is now going to be scale up the eco and get to the stage where you can produce mass T2 and some of that bigger T3. Get some vanguards out to outrange those units, even some Thors, but the Thors will be very slow to go up those ramps. All right. It's a little bit of a slow one, Tom.
Yeah,
on the right, yeah, Razorbacks are you catching up? Don't tell me you're catching up.
I'm not going to make it. I'm not going to catch up. I'm still at 16 minutes at the moment.
Oh, well, you can be there for complimentary commentary. Over on the right, Dead Vegan Cat's got a couple Razorbacks up. Where have they come from? Got a T3 lab there. I do not know where the T3 lab is over here. Where have these units come from? Have they been handed out to walk around?
What's this right-hand side, you're saying?
Unless...
No, there's a T3 lab up there.
It must have been reclaimed on the bottom right.
Oh, bottom right.
Unless they've walked all the way down. Oh, it is. It's the top right. They're walking all
Yeah, I
the
was
way
gonna
around
say.
to help the push. I'd like to see that. Maxi's still sticking with those Centurions. And now getting a lot of those. So Maxi going to the fusion conversion. Eco. No APHIS. That does mean no big pops. Now we're getting a real push out. So these Kings, they've played this before. They know how to help each other. And that's the real difference here. We've seen T3 handed out to a lane that's struggling. These guys all know what to do to help out their teammates. Demons. The thing I love about demons is you can target the ground. You don't have to shoot at just anything. Oh, right, getting the D gun off. Gets a little bit close. Do love to see that. These Centurions now walking forward. Are they going to ping any of these comms? I reckon they might get... Oh, it's close. Saved by the Razorbacks. Jellio there. And we got some Vanguards up on the hill. They're going to be able to start taking things out at a distance. Sorry. I think this bottom left lane is the lane that could breach the Kings. It just needs to really build up in numbers. And now we have the Demons putting pressure on here. It means a few of these frontline peasants really got to come online. This is what I'm talking about. Just shooting at the ground before you even get somewhere. Using the attack ground command. And it means that commanders... See? Cannot get there that easily unless that's the radar picking it up. I'm not too sure. But I like to walk with that S command. Oh, we've got another fusion going down up here by the looks.
See, what I enjoy doing is just having some ticks or some spam rolling through with them. That provides your vision. They bump into your invisible comms, and if you've got a few of those rolling through, then everything kind of just dies in front of them. That's great.
Oh, here we go. On the right, there are Razorbacks. Probably their biggest enemy here is the one Bulwark. The Bulwarks are not as powerful as the Razor, but as the Pulsars. If they get to this conversion is going to go pop. Do we see it? Oh no, yeah, he does see it. And there we go. Right now, that is big problem. This lane here about to lose all their eco. There's an APHIS. Is that going to change to this APHIS here? It's going to be close. It does. Nicely played. And are they going to get in the middle? Is there a reaction? This is crazy.
Where's this coming from?
Are you kidding me? This is coming from that top right. Get the build power first. That's what you want to do. Get the build power. And then go for the APHIS. And then walk the Razorback on the other side of that APHIS so that the Bulwark... Oh no, the Bulwark could have got it if it had been parked there. That got so close. Almost the center king down. Smartly done out of Avalons as well. Building 2 different sets of build power. So this stuff's going to come up really quickly. 3 different sets, in fact. That's just given the peasants a bit of hope, because I was thinking the Kings were in very healthy shape. One lane has lost its eco.
The benefit of having a couple
Potato
of
needs to be
different
sent some units.
chunks of build power is that if you lose one, you can then rebuild relatively quickly so long as you've got some build power to start from. If you've got none, it takes a while to get rolling again.
As for the bottom left, I'm thinking that this lane is extremely well reinforced now. There are 12 pulsars here. They're almost better to now go and breach that lane that just got breached. Take out Hot Potato and then try and get in the middle that way, because this lane here has no eco. Avalons needs to give an APHIS or 2 over to Hot Potato so he can rebuild quickly.
Rebuilding from an APHIS economy is significantly quicker than rebuilding from scratch. It takes...
Rebuilding from scratch takes you 10 minutes almost.
It's almost as if that's why we set the timer for that point.
So yeah, a really good build, like a really efficient build, you get up to APHIS with this 70% bonus in the 10 minutes, but you're probably not going to have any units out. That just gives you an idea of how quick you can scale. And then the next 2 APHIS are probably coming out in the next 2 minutes. So once you got those couple of APHIS, like Tom says, it happens quickly. It's really snowballs. Speaking of snowballing, although the Kings have been doing quite well, they haven't really taken out much more than this bottom right and maybe a couple bases on the left. And that means that there's going to be big scaling happening from these greedy peasants in the corners. You can see this top right is getting quite huge. These guys here, I mean, one of them's going for units. But look at that lineup of APHIS. There's a lot of them intending on being built, and they're not getting pushed too hard. So if they come online, the middle is going to have a problem. There are still 5 commanders in the middle, and there's 38 around the outside. So T3 is going to be a struggle to push out of the middle. Once we get to that Titan and Juggernaut stage of the game, it's going to be the biggest threat, having those 38 commanders around the outside ready for a D-gun. Chrono, yep, we can put Legion on next game. And guys, if you want to join these, we're here every Sunday. Aussie evenings, Europe about the middle of the day, USA, wakey early in the morning, set an alarm.
I
remember
do
back
like
in the day,
that.
Brightworks used to host these events, and they're always like 4 a.m. our time. A couple of times I got up for them, but it was just not plausible. That's why one of the motivations for starting an event for this time zone. What are you saying, Tom?
I have entirely forgotten, so I'm going to let you keep babbling on. Talking about how you're crazy getting up in the middle of the night to play bar.
I tried to catch the last games. So, like, yeah, I got up at my usual work time on a Monday, which is about 5 a.m. Just meant getting up that early. Oh, check out Ollie scaling. That's a very dangerous APHIS position. If one catapult sit up on this top hill here where these 2 Shivas are, they could take out all of that. Just a couple of volleys.
Yeah, that's a...
One problem with this game... Oh, what? Ah, he's already launching with his Shivas. And they're trying to shoot these... They're trying to shoot these pawns, and the pawns are running right past that conversion. So in trying to hit the pawns, they've just hit that build power and that conversion. And look how much damage that did to the APHIS.
As a pawn and tick, you don't have to deal the damage yourself. You just have to take the damage so that the collateral will take out the economies. Things like vanguards are incredibly dangerous units if you're not pushing out with them. If you're using them to defend and stuff's pushing into your base, they will just as easily kill your own stuff as they will kill the units. This is why I'm often a fan of beam defenses, because they don't blow up your own stuff.
Yeah.
Anything that's a projectile, you try and build it outside of your eco range.
Speaking of pushing out, Rosie, it's got the Demon, Kagi, Thor combination. Pushing up here takes out big eco right there. Fusion goes down. Meow Meow's waiting with their commander there, but these T3 units, there's a lot of them. There's spam in front as well, so the commander's going to really struggle to get in there. And here comes the wraparound. This is where these players at the top right, the ones with the big ass eco, they need to get units out quick. They need to get sharpshooters out quick, or they're going for T3. I mean, if you can get it out fast enough, demons are the answers here. I mean, anything's the answer. With this eco that this player's got, they're going to get anything up pretty quickly, but really you need to do it pretty quickly. Not converting everything there either. A lot of focus on the APHIS and not enough onto the conversion by the looks. Don't worry about the build power, you need those units up quick, smart, before Rosie does her thing. And similarly on the bottom, Hot Potato, despite losing that eco, oh no! I have just seen Gremlins take out their base for a second time on the corner of my screen. Right, the man. He keeps featuring on this in this game mode every week, doing something fucking mad. Excuse the language.
Gremlins, if you can weave them past the defenses, can be utterly devastating if you can get in and start popping things like conversion or build power.
Hey, this is turning into a really good one. We're seeing damage on both sides. We're seeing lanes fall everywhere. Kagi's on the south pushing out. There is a commander here, but it's not invisible. Yes, it is. Must have D-gunned something without me seeing. And trying to get that other D-gun takes out one Kagi, but those grunts there, they're going to surround it. Potentially do the damage. And if that explodes where it is, these starlights might go pop. Get away from these starlights. The grunts, though, they're going to clean up the starlights. Catapults in the background there are going to hurt. More interested in what's happening here with Rosie's lane. We can see these Kagis now coming out. they're going to push around here, so I wouldn't be surprised if Rosie just focuses on going left. We do have mammoths here. If they stick around, they'll be able to hold those Kargis back while everything else goes and does damage. Demons also pushing out of Avalons, who's come up from the middle, and keeping this spam in front of these Thors is going to stop imaginary frogs from being able to get that D gun out. These Thors are now going to just be free to roll and take out those 5 fusion reactors. Trying to drop down a Scorpion is a good reaction to the T3, but it's probably going to take a little bit too long. And now these demons pushing up. T1 and T2 defenses might be able to... I was going to say they might be able to stop this, but... yeah, this demon's just doing too much damage. Shiva goes down. If we find the build power, here we go. Yeah, these do not chain react if one goes down. And unfortunately not being microed there, I don't think. And that goes, gets cleaned up, but there is another demon coming here out of Avalons. They're going to push hard. I'm going to go take my attention to the right shortly. I just want to see if this fusion manages to take out these... this demon takes out these fusion. Checking out the player view. Can they see it? Yes, they can. It's there. No commanders. Why is no one coming over to help? Why is this top lane not coming? Because they can't get their units out. There we go. Fusion's going down. Chain reactions. T3 lab. Turned off. And that's another player down. Alright. Looking to the left. Oh wow, we're going into the behemoth up here. D-gun out of Spook in the something. Lucky they died, so I don't have to pronounce the rest of their name. And I do like that addition of all these bulwarks here. If only there was one catapult up in this mix, shooting up and over those bulwarks, would pretty much clean up this player's eco. Is everyone else coming online? They are. I like to see it. All players coming to aid. King's doing well. Hot Potato has fallen a couple times, but they've been given some eco. And it looks like Kings are putting really good pressure in down this bottom right. Has just been cleaned up. Totally missed that. Kargis have just continuously pushed and done a lot of damage. And there we go. We're going to see the last eco there pop down the bottom right. Those players obviously needed to come on with units a little bit earlier. Top right is going to hold. Behemoth is out, and obviously the Kings cannot risk taking their commanders up there to D-gun this. So I reckon this lane should be relatively safe as long as these peasants push out. There is no division in this build power here, so if this pops, it's all going to go and have to be rebuilt from the get-go.
How is the economy split looking at the moment for peasants versus kings?
It's 88%, 60% in advantage of the king, so still very doable in both directions. Now it's who can spend it the most, but what I'm seeing is an army value that is 130% in the favour of the kings. And that's all thanks to these T3 units going up in 3 of the 4 corners. Demons top right. Nothing to stop this. If these players commied like the bottom left, they probably would have T3 of this caliber that could clean this up. If you do not have the eco for it, going into a jug's probably not the answer. Getting out T2.
Normally more units is better than bigger units.
Ollie asking game, did you greet enough? When you have as much eco as the middle player, you usually greeted too much, but it pays off for Ollie. Ollie is a very interesting player. I'm a big fan of Ollie's. He does some of the most OP moves, and then sometimes, my god, his greeting pisses me off. He will greed more than the eco player and not play his role sometimes, but he will come through and wipe out our team later in the game. So scale is better than just about everyone. I always like it when he's on my team, put it that way, unless I'm the frontline player that's being left to die before he comes online. Top right is staying online. We've got the behemoths coming out and they're pushing hard. How is the bottom left looking for the peasants? Unfortunately not quite as much scaling. That's because these guys have been focusing and putting that pressure on and keeping it on. Unfortunately though, I'm just feeling like the Kings have this.
The thing is, we're getting to the stage where if the peasants can get in and pop something, then it starts potentially chaining through multiple bases. Oh, not quite, but
What I'd be doing if I was a peasant right now, like anywhere that's still alive that doesn't have a chance and they're just defending, give most of your eco over to those corners that are still fully online.
do we have
Get
any...
them to scale a little bit faster so that they can put more units. We need to see a whole bunch of build here behind J Frost's commander and try and scale a little bit. You can see here 5,000 mil in the bank. Start making eco again in the background while you're going into those hopefully large number of titans. But the middle is looking dangerous. This is what happens, the scaling. Can you imagine though? This is the stage where if you manage to pop one thing, pretty much everything goes pop, and we've seen it. It's so cool when it happens.
You only need to get... You basically need to kill, what is it, 2 converters, and you can gut an entire player.
Yeah, if converters, they all chain react into the build power. If 3 converters are touching an APHIS, that APHIS will explode. I think it's 3.
And similarly, I think it's 2 build towers. If you can kill 2 build towers, and they'll chain react through the rest of the
Actually, the advanced build powers, they chain react off of just 1, I reckon. I could be wrong though. Kronos set that up too.
I'm fairly certain you can lose 1, but if the second one goes down, they'll all chain. And by the time you've killed the first one, it's at like half health or something. From memory.
Fun fact, Chrono just pointed out in chat, this is really interesting for King of the Hill. You can self-D the con turrets to prevent chain reactions. I did not know that. So
I would have assumed that would blow them.
Yeah, I would have. So are you saying, Chrono, if you just drag like a line in the middle of your full set of construction turrets, or do you need to like destroy them one at a time? Makes sense doing one at a time, but if you're blowing up multiple, I would have thought they go down. Comms falling here, just too many demons wrapping around. This is what we're talking about. If you do not put enough pressure on the kings, they will scale like madmen. And they will come online massively. They'll hit that tipping point of just not being able to spend their metal, not being able to spend their energy, and it's all into T3 and spam. Top right is still looking fine though. They're not losing ground with these behemoths. These behemoths are really keeping everything in check. I reckon the way to break through this is build these big boys here. Build the juggernauts. They explode like a nuclear bomb when they
the mobile nukes.
And just keep walking them. They outpace a behemoth. Behemoth, which is a barely mobile heavy turret, has a very slow speed of 17. Compare that to the juggernaut, which speed has 37. Just walk on past them, walk on through them. Hopefully you don't die too quickly, but if you do, you're probably going to take out something while you do it.
Renogfa was saying that the build towers have got a special self-D that does 0 damage, so you can build in some fire breaks.
Is that just for King of Hill? Is that just the advanced ones?
I remember there was some funky stuff with the advanced towers when we were playing around with the coding to get them to deal damage, but not, I don't know, all of them. It's the confirmation we got there.
Oh, base game too? What?
I swear we've blown bases with build towers before, but it must have been something else.
Wow, okay, that's a new thing. So when you build your big blocks of build power, and you know you're about to get hit in some of them, drag a line that divides them, and then detonate those construction turrets to keep half of them alive. Hot Potato saying, this is the first time I've encountered this much lag. I'm doing alright. I was going to catch up for a little bit, but as these kings have started cleaning out the peasants, it's getting faster again. That's the good thing about these games getting towards the end. They go faster as the unit numbers go down.
I am still struggling. I remember I used to be able to play these games.
I don't know what happened. It was an update in about October, November last year, and then your computer just said bye-bye to these huge games. But But what's weird is the Wacky Wednesday events. I mean, it's obviously not 100 players.
Oh, I
Playing a
stopped
lot once.
hosting the barbs for that as well. Ray's been
Ah,
taking
okay.
over that because I start falling behind catastrophically as well if I'm hosting the barbs.
Some big explosions down here on the bottom left. Jay Frost's base being punched in. Turn that commander on invisible. He's fully visible. No. No. Man, demons are so good. But these three pulses being ignored. Keep going. Keep harassing them. Cage's commander getting in position to take out the next T3. Still plenty of pulses here. This is going to be 1 win for the Kings, 1 win for the Peasants tonight after this one, by the looks of things. Is it too late to see some sneaky stealth units get in? I think they've got all the counter intrusions up that you need to stop that from happening. My god, the King's base is looking huge. Let's go to get a screen grab of that. That is ridiculous.
Yeah, that is a lot of economy.
Never seen more eco in King of the Hill. Even Ollie's Aphis City at the back there, that's just pretty. Some pretty pictures for Bar. Very nice. For anyone wanting to know how to hide the user interface, it's just Control F7 and then F12 to take screen grabs if you want to. We have the ambassadors being used to take out stuff from a distance here. I don't mind that. Usually you just see the T3 at this stage of the game. Bunch of starlights. These are all clumped together. If you didn't know, starlights chain react quite powerfully. You want to spread them out as much as possible. These two corners holding quite well, considering. I mean, top right, they're actually pushing out still. There's now, oh wow, decoy commanders sitting in position, just showing their scary faces. I like that. They actually have really good build power on them as well. Build power of 300. Compare that to the build power of the advanced construction turret. I mean, they're more efficient. Advanced construction turrets not very efficient in terms of cost. Uh-oh, Titan got in here. What was that demon? Now we've lost the build power, all apart from on this one T3 lab. There are demons, but I'm more worried about all the spam coming in here. I think this is what's going to break this lane. Oh, there is one Titan though. If that focus fire takes out that demon, it's going to probably... I mean, it's inevitable right now. Pawn just trying to get that conversion there. You can see... Was that T1 or T2 conversion? Because that did not pop the Aphis, and I feel like it was touching it. Did I completely get my information wrong before?
They'll do some damage.
I've made it short.
You need a few converters to actually pop an Aphis. Normally, I feel like saying you can have converters against an Aphis and it won't die, but it'll definitely get it low.
I've definitely practiced these. We have a short out as well about building conversion next to Aphis, so check it out on the AllReasonNoLogic YouTubes. Last line of defense, a bunch of pulsars and starlights coming out of a T2 lab here. They're going to kill a bit, but not enough. Spam is going to get in here. And we have some long range arbiters shooting from a distance that takes out all the build power, so nothing is healing this stuff now. And Aphis is visible. We're going to go for the conversion first, I think. And we got the Control D command. Out of Starfall, by name, not the unit. Pretty balls of fire. Let's go back up to the top right.
Flanking bonuses are likely what can make a difference with some of those explosions on converters versus Aphis and things. If you've got some damage coming from the other side, it'll make a huge difference, because the flanking bonus is, my understanding is, if you've got a unit on either side, say front and back, then they'll do 100% bonus damage each, and if it's like say 12 and 3, they'll do 50% bonus damage, and if they're both standing at the front, then they'll deal like their base damage. So that's why if you surround a comet, it dies significantly faster than if you just have units walk into it.
Yeah. For those requesting songs, we've got Dead Mouse there. Just remind me once this one's over, and I'll do it while Tom sets up the next game. We'll do one more Raptor Crater and then probably call it a night there. I can send you into an after party if you guys want. This top right corner is doing very well. There are a lot of Titans, a lot of Juggernauts and Behemoths. So the one problem though is everything that was heading down to the bottom left has now done a U-turn and is pushing hard to the top right. And there we go, that first bit of eco going down, even though there's a Behemoth there. A Behemoth does not stop. 34 demons and a bunch of grunts.
No, I'm watching those demons clearing out that bottom left. And yeah, when you've got that many demons, good luck trying to stop them with anything in particular.
All these pulses up on the hill though, that might actually kill these demons if they can see which units they're targeting. You can see how quick they're taking them down. And they're doing a bit of splash damage as well when they're shooting. Do apologise about the catching up. The game does prioritise in-game players over spectators when it comes to running the game speed. Right. Decoy commanders pushing up too. Everything has just been sent to the back of the map. They're trying to get through. There's just too many behemoths down here. I think there's going to be still a couple minutes until these players go down. Unless we get some interesting plays, maybe some Kargis running up the back here. Now that there's only the one pulsar that can show this edge here, I think these ones here might hill block to a degree. If you can get them up there, that's a long chain of APHIS that is fully exposed. And similarly, some catapults could probably outrange these bulwarks. Bulwarks nowhere near the range of the pulsars, but they do have that green laser on the bottom, which is anti-spam, something that the pulsars are terrible at. It's anti-spam. But back to the talk about the surround on the APHIS. The shore, I was using a persecutor, so there was no surround, and I'm pretty sure when I could get it exploded was when there was 3 converters, but one of them was positioned on one side of the APHIS and the other 2 on the other side of the APHIS, and that managed to make it pop. But there's also a bit of a splash damage coming from the next converter over as well, because everything does have a detonation range. You see if I hold that jug there and I press space X, you can see a yellow circle pop around the outside. That's the damage, that's where the explosion goes if that was to pop. Jug, not very good example because of let's select no for this. Space X, you can see it all the way out there if it was to self-detonate, and here if it was to just be killed. Ollie's saying, guys, send some metal. I don't have any. Ollie currently overflowing with 39,000 metal in the bank, and terrible conversion efficiency. Ollie, 475 energy in, 175 out. That's atrocious.
Gotta keep them resourcing. Balanced.
Ollie doesn't mind if he wins games of Beyond All Reason or not. All he minds is if it says largest economy or biggest economy or whatever that award is down the bottom of the screen in the awards screen. Most economy. That's his victory. He's saying he doesn't have room. That's because you've got APHIS everywhere. You probably hit that unit cap on eco. Sitting at 700 units out of 784 all years.
I am really not seeing enough units coming out to match that amount of economy being made.
We did see a pop there. Something got through. That's one massive economy going down. So now all these jugs are pushing across to the right. Can the peasants get... Sorry, can the kings get enough units over here before the peasants come across? The single jug up here, I reckon self-detonating might actually be a good thing to clean up these demons. And this here going pop right next to the pulsar is not going to be good for the peasants. You want to actually send that in rather than taking it out, because you can see now taking out all of those pulses. That Titan, if that looks over the back there, it's going to be able to one-shot this space here. All it needs to do is peek. Is it going to peek? Come on, I kill you for fun. Send that Titan right to the edge of that hill. You can see the conversion. He's AFK right now. Pawns Trying to reclaim stuff. Kagi though. Oh no, that's not a Kagi, that's more Titans. Ah, we got Shivas coming around too. Alright, it's going to be game over. Let's turn off that player view. Here we go. Missiles coming. And we're going to see that chain reaction. Those construction turrets going into the conversion. And the APHIS all brought down by not much. Still going to have to get down there. One final jug getting out of the red player's economy. But no more build power left. Those behemoths looks like they are still doing quite a bit of work. Most of the health still sitting in there. They're on repeat. I do see 24 behemoths in the screen right now, and the screen's not that zoomed out. Demons just ignoring the jugs, walking on past, trying to find that economy. Bulwark's going to do all right at taking this out. Here we go. That jug's down. If only there was a Kagi worked into this mix. I mean, we do have some vanguards. They can walk down the hill.
You can go outside. What's going?
T3 Lab trying to be resurrected there by Stubby. Shubia, sorry, excuse me. Name pronunciation, not really a thing in these games.
We could have bastardized
Peasants
names.
slowly resigning. White Skull actually has one commander down here. I love to see they are trying to walk it into the middle. Please someone give him some energy. Luckily the team's still overflowing. If they can get in with the comm, that would be hilarious.
You can make quite a big boom at this point. I don't expect you to be able to win off of it.
Oh, just the two comms left actually. If that comm on the bottom right dies, Shubi's comm is now visible. It's dead. There is just one comm left. So maybe the Kings aren't actually going to win this by killing the eco. They're going to possibly find this comm down the bottom right. If these APHIS do go pop, there's going to be no overflowing energy. Here we go. It's been seen, I think. He's working his way in. I'd love to see him get in. I also want to see a self-D out of you Kings in the middle. Make sure at least one or two commanders. Someone's got to self-D that middle. Give me a heads up as well. I want to see the explosion. Here we go. That last comm looks gonna probably die. Someone self-D in the middle. I want to see this pop. That is a strong hold out of the peasants in this top right. The behemoths just keeping everything at bay. And there we go. That last comm died. It was seen. That was a great game, guys. Who did the most eco damage, though? We'll just have to wait a second for this to pop up. Damn it, Holly. Produced the most resources. What's that? 739 million? Too much, boy. You high. Alright, graphs. Quick look at those. Skimming through. If you like this, guys, hit the like and subscribe. That was freaking huge. That was really nicely done out of the Kings. Also really well done out of the peasants that managed to get in. I did think that they were going to take it out for a while there, but then once the Kings came online, just too much with those demons. Too much damage done. Alright, on to the next one. And yes, Ollie, 117 APHIS. Wow. That's probably a Koth record. Tom, while you set that next one up, I'm going to get a few songs on the queue that I owe the people.
Mm-hmm. Are we looking for new Kings?
Yeah, new Kings. Guys, jump down. Jump down to Team 2. And Kings that are there, please subs yourselves out into Team 1, just so you don't intimidate guys jumping down there. And if no one joins, feel free to jump back down. Just like Avalon's done, thank you. Do the right thing. Alright, let's see. Song requests. Oh man, I'm going to scroll up. Sorry, guys. Just let me know in the chat if you requested one. I can see Dead Mouse. Put that in there. And then where was Chrono's song request? Ah, 2 Bumps was there. I missed you, mate. Very busy casting that one. I'm going to catch you slightly after this. Give you a buzz. Here we go. There's Chrono's song request. If anyone else wants to request a song, jump in there, use the channel points. You get the channel points just by sitting there. They're just a cure. A crew. That's the right word, isn't it?
Alright.
How we going?
Just need everyone to ready up and we should be good to go.
All right, let's check. No extra bonuses. 52 versus. Oh, we got a lot of the same kings in there. Maybe the bonuses.
Everyone with a 71 wasn't a king last game.
Okay. So just Platinum, Blonde, and Rosie.
Yep.
But what we got here is a lot of players that I do not recognize the names of. So that makes all the difference. Let's get a ring. I'll throw that in there. And I'm also going to post the rules. Remember peasants to spawn on the outside. That's the old rules. That's the no reclaim hack one. Star.
Alright.
That's the rules. Reclaim hack now resolved. I've been told about a new tweak that you can do in game. We're going to test it out next Wednesday, where you can, I think, tweak the bonus to affect the start of the game, but then it applies less as you get into the game.
No, it'll give you bonus metal equal to your bonus at the start of the game. So rather than starting with 1,000 metal, you got a 50% bonus. You'll start with 1,500 metal, and same for energy and stuff.
That's not going to be enough.
Yeah, it makes a little bit of difference, but not huge amounts of difference.
Well, Behemoth says my voice is like a cool movie character. I hate my voice. Everyone hates their own voice, though.
That's because you always hear your own voice through your head rather than what everyone else hears, which is it coming out of your mouth.
I mean, you guys will happily tell me that I sound like shit.
Tempted to.
Don't force start it. There's bonuses outside of the. There we go. It was just the one.
Good catch. Emir's not readied up, but everyone else is good to go, so I'm tempted to spec him and we can get started.
Emre, I've been told.
Emre.
Pity. The highest team game OS, I believe. It was a good one last game. Although definitely Kings had that the whole time, I felt very close at one point. If that Razorback managed to hit that Aphis, maybe it would have been a different story. But the Kings were very evenly spread, looking after each other's six. Why is Spotify not playing? Is it really quiet?
Yeah, okay.
Hey, it's a very quiet song choice, Chrono.
The new unit cap changes, where the unit cap is spread more evenly between the teams, whereas previously it was just divided up per player. So if you had 10 kings and 90 peasants, the kings ended up with 10% of the unit cap, whereas now it's much more evenly split between the teams. Because I can remember it used to be really rough when you were playing as a king and you had like 150 units that you had to balance between your eco and all of your units, so you basically couldn't afford to run any spam, whereas now I think you end up with like 800 or so every game, which means that you can afford to be throwing out spam lines to support your T3 push and still be building eco without running out of population. It was always awkward when you're like, why is nothing working? Oh, unit pop. And then you'd have to go through and try and do things like remove your walls, delete any T1 economy that you still had left. And then that's the reason that we ended up with the T2 build towers, because originally we worked out that whilst it wasn't metal efficient, when you're overflowing metal anyway, decoys had more build power than build towers, so you just built a lot of decoys to try and make the most of your unit cap that you had available to you.
Alright, I'm changing the pick a song. It's got a 20-minute cooldown. I'm going to change it to 15. It's 4 an hour. That might bring it back into ability to be used again. Nice song.
What's everyone doing?
Dead Mouse coming up next. Rosie captaining this one in the middle now. Taking that eco position. Tripper, get out the middle. Tripper Snipper, thank you. Let's get a paste of our channel in game. Reading back up through chat. Hey, Mr. Nappy. Yeah, Jay Frost saying that King scale like crazy thanks to the T2 con turrets plus the new unit cap changes. And you know what? We're seeing King starting to win again. Like it was like a 1 in 5 maybe going back a few months. Now it's like, yeah, maybe 1 in 3, which I like to see. Dead Mouse, one of the most skilled DJs of the time, in my opinion. We're pretty much even to the last game. We've got the same amount of kings, obviously, and then 4 less peasants. But probably less experienced kings. Maybe higher OS overall, but I don't see recognize as many of these names. And if you want to be recognized, join our Discord. Get involved in the chat that we have in there weekly. It's a good little community. Public community. It's everyone's channel.
Seeing some good organization for this game.
Yeah, a lot of pings. I like to see it. We've got 3 of the corners look like they're talking. But let's see what they actually do. Some noughts and crosses and other
artwork
images drawn on the screen. Children be children. I mean, on the construction site I work on any construction site I work on, it's pretty much the same. You don't just see it on the screen.
Yeah.
Some of the detail inside the bathroom stalls. Some people shouldn't have worked in construction. They should have been artists.
Alright, I think we're probably going to look at 4 starting this. but we might have someone spawning in the middle, just based on the fact that there's
That's-
a red dot.
Yeah, that happened last game. We got lucky and they spawned on the outside because there was a big enough gap somewhere, obviously.
Huh.
All right, I'm going to force start it
Go ahead.
because apparently I can, even though nothing happens on my screen.
Battle
And it just
started.
starts. Just like that. And welcome everyone to another King of the Hill. The last one for tonight. Erupted Crater, where LDK is in the middle. AFK. Could one of the kings around the peasants around the outside take IDK as a commander when it becomes available to take? And control D that, please. I don't know, Tom, if you can kick the player maybe. Anywho, King of the Hill, where 9 kings face off against a horde of peasants around the outside of the map. There is lava separating them, apart from that one player that clearly walked away from their computer for breakfast. T2. About the, I reckon, 6-minute mark on all the mixes, what you want to see out of the kings. Building up to that AFS economy, you should be able to get one out at least by the 10-minute mark. Thank you, Scarve. Big control D on that one. There's going to be an extra 1,200 or so metal for the kings. You can control that D that where it is. It's not going to do any damage to anyone.
Commander
Thank you very much.
self-destructed.
Appreciated, mate. Scarve, one of the regulars in the Discord. Feel free to join, guys. Links in the description below if this recording makes YouTube, which it probably won't because the last one was all right. But anywho, Tommy Eco is really important in these games. Tom, you've actually remembered to join this one, haven't you? So you're not on catch
Yes.
up the whole game.
Yeah, I'm not planning
bottom
on going
left
for
is
the
gonna be
weeks this
dangerous.
time, so I'm actually here from the start.
I'm sure you'll lag behind at some point. These get big, especially
Oh,
on
yeah.
Raptor Crater. That's why I do like to play the Claymore ones at the start of the night. It was good to actually play one that's at full speed for the whole game. Only about 20 players in those ones. 20 to 30.
I used to fall behind slightly when it got real big, but it was within like, I don't know, 5 seconds or so, so it was still playable or close enough to it. But lately I've been falling behind by like 2 to 5 minutes, which is ridiculous.
Really weird because it's not like any of your computers changed since playing originally. Like
No.
a year ago, you had no problems.
Yeah, and we used to be able to play the like 100-player lobbies relatively fine, other than the fact that everything kind of just chugged a bit because 100-player lobbies.
I do wonder if it's an engine update that's done it. Like theoretically, it shouldn't be, but maybe. I'm not in the know of this sort of thing. Maybe you guys in chat have an opinion on what would be affecting that. I definitely have been slowing down a lot more too, but not to the degree
Commander
Tom has.
self-destructed.
We just need to come across a lot more money and we might be able to buy new
Commander
computer parts.
self-destructed.
Remember to like and subscribe, people. No, we honestly do not encourage the subscriptions. We know they cost, unless you got a Prime sub, which comes with your account. But we do appreciate anyone that does, like, a lot. Very much so. Feels like a pat on the back for us for hosting these weekly, which we do enjoy doing for you guys. It is structured chaos,
Commander
and chaos it was
self-destructed.
tonight.
Commander
Taking about half an hour to even
self-destructed.
start the first game.
Anthony Walter mentioning that it could potentially be Windows doing Windows things, and if that's running worse, then that could potentially be affecting this as well,
Yeah.
which I wouldn't be overly surprised if that was the case. But I also don't have any particularly good solutions to that either.
Mm.
Commander self-destructed.
Now it looks like Jalio is being given a lot of mixes around the place down this bottom left, which I like to see. Like 3 different peasants giving off a metal point to Jalio, and that is so that he can get that T2 out as fast as possible. I really like the
self-destructed.
build that he does as well with the one advanced
Commander
vehicle
self-destructed.
and a couple consoles to go and help These consoles, they're going to build power, which is going to help build any sort of defenses, and yeah, also I'm sure scale all this conversion T1 scaling is the best way to convert energy into metal. Going into T2, the T2's cost, I mean, for Armada here, the T2 advanced energy construction converters, they cost 380 metal. You compare that to, what is it? That's converting into 10.3 metal per second. You compare that, just build 10 T1s, they kind of cost 10 metal total. Obviously it just takes a little bit longer to build them. I think the good thing about using vehicles instead of bots down this bottom left is they drive around a lot faster, these advanced bots with a speed of, what is it, 53? I don't even know what the Armada is. Here we go. Cortex, bots is speed, that's a twitcher. Let's try and select this. 33 out of that advanced construction bot, hobbling around like an old man with a walking stick. And in the middle here we got Rosie, kind of like building pretty much the same sort of build that I do, where I send T2 constructors in both directions around the outside. Sometimes I'll send a third one straight over to the opposite side to build those two mexes so that they come up a little bit quicker. Some commanders self-destructing, you can see here we've got Devil's Kiss going into their constructor detonation to get the reclaim, to get the T2 lab up. Hot tip, don't fully reclaim it. You want to leave a couple percent on there so you can resurrect it, because there are only 4 King commanders remaining, and all you have to do to win a game of bar is kill all the commanders on the opposite team. Alright, we are at 6.5 minutes. The bottom left is looking very sexy there. We got Floyd, Jellio, Potato, all these other guys. I'm not going to mention them all. Maybe a couple more. Stuffle.
Second fusion coming up, which is not bad timing for that 6:45.
Considering they are handing out T2 to others as well. Building consoles.
Because that's not just the couple of fusions, that's the couple of fusions and every mech's in that corner T2'd as well. Or in the process of being T2'd.
You can see at the top left, Oodles handing out T2. I think they're being sent some metal so that everyone can get it. The best thing to do, if someone like in the distance buys one of these, tap all the mexes on your way and have those T1 constructors and construction turrets ready to assist. And obviously one being sent up here, we've got a fusion reactor almost coming out for, try and pronounce that name, Tom. Starts with S.
Spruikidikiden? I feel like I left out a few syllables in that.
About half the name there said. Alright, T2 is up on the top right as well. No fusions, but one's about to come up as I say that. And we're going to see probably that T2 lab reclaim to build that really nice. And look, beautifully done out of the peasants. They're handing out the T2s all to these lower level players. If these mexes get upgraded to T2 relatively early and these guys start building units, I mean, they should be building units right now. 8 minutes. You get enough units out, it is no good for the Kings. If you want to win as peasants, build a shitload of units from 6 minutes and you will win. We have not seen
units down every single ramp will win the game.
Have not seen one.
You will find any weak points, which we are definitely seeing a couple of weak links in the middle at the moment. As the Kings, we'd love to see at least a fusion out of everyone. And by a fusion, we mean a fusion by about 8 minutes. So then you can rebuild your T2 lab and get your army up and running and get some defenses up. If you don't have your fusion finished by now and your lab ready to go, you are going to struggle. And we've got some players that are still in the process of getting those up.
With 1 minute left, we've just started a poll on the Twitch. Who's going to win this one? Vote away. The one player last game that voted for Kings got it right. Or the one viewer, I should say. Maybe a player as well. Peasants are looking very healthy. Just zooming out, looking at the whole map. Sexy map. Nice spread of colours. A lot of wind up this top right here. That's really good scaling. Just My only concern, not enough units have been built out of the peasants. There are 300 and something. I want to be seeing about the 450, 500 mark as the 10 minutes approaches. But we are seeing an APHIS up out of the cookie / others. Down the bottom left. Very healthy. Fusion's coming up elsewhere. I am hearing some shots, maybe some units a little bit close. I really hope there's no pulses up on the hills. I really hope that's not what that is. Yes, if anyone wants to pause, unfortunately, Invisible Troll has built an illegal pulsar at the top. So I'm happy for a pause, and they will have to delete those. Maybe. There we go. They've been told. I think they've turned them onto hold fire. Yep.
Bottom side.
There are peasants pushing. There are ticks pushing in on the top left, but there are some units there. Bottom side, yeah, also some ticks, but the mammoth just cleaning them up.
They are
One
in.
or two get through. Two get in. What do you go for now? Nothing.
They got eaten by the build power.
Similarly happening over in Platinum Bronze base. Those two ticks that got in up there also dead. But over on Him's base, there are some ticks.
Top
Unfortunately,
left,
they're going
there's
to
going
get
to
some
be
wind.
some fireworks shortly. We'll watch this bottom left one
Ooh,
first.
I'm liking that. We got Emre up here. Oh no. Oh no, don't let your cum die with
I do love
with
that
this many
massive units in front to be able to provide the vision and clear the way.
Yeah, this is a very big problem. This is where no, we're seeing leaks in the bottom.
Bottom side
although these
is
players are
fairly
higher OS
well
than last
open.
game. Oh no, where to look? No, I'm keeping my eyes on these blitz. These blitz are coming in and they're heading straight for the big eco in the middle. They need to drop down turrets quick, smart.
Or love to see
Twin
that
guards,
split
good
off
choice.
to
But
be able
build
to
the
hit
things
some
as
of those
quick as
other
possible.
bases as well. Because the back of bases are never defended well. Those twin guards
Crazy.
are going to do a lot of work, but it's not going to be quite enough that build power chain reacting. However,
no, yes. That last blitz gets it. Some build power, good splitting there. Maxi in with the commander, 2 awesome D guns, 3 awesome D guns, 4
That's
awesome
gonna
D
be
guns.
the
No,
lab
the fourth
going
one
down.
failed. Maxi getting in there,
Destroyed.
gets the D gun off.
Oh, just.
Split second, awesome, nicely done, Maxi. And look at that, the ticks are now through. Fiends are probably going to take out most of them, but a few might get through to take on the wind. We're trying to see the build power go down over here. Awesome's advanced construction turrets hurting, and those ticks get that. It is not looking anywhere near like the last game. This is pressure in a lot of different directions, taking away that APM out of the Kings, and 3 lanes have got a lot of units in them. Oh
This
god.
solid push out of the bottom left side that's made it in means that the Kings need to respond to this. If they don't, they will die regardless of what else they do.
Yeah.
So
Rosie going for the mammoths to try and come around there and plug up these holes, and they will
Commander
plug up the holes
destroyed.
fantastically when they get there.
Yes, mammoths are great once they arrive, but they take a while to arrive. They will keep her base safe. It looks like those sort of 3 players at, what's that, 6, 7 and 9 o'clock on sort of a dial are basically dead at this point. They don't have a whole lot to hold anything back with.
I do think there's still a chance for the Kings. They have a lot of eco still.
If they can
The
stabilize,
peasants are only about 50-60% ahead on eco, which is not that far ahead. Yes, if they can stabilize, and the mammoths are getting over here, but there are a shitload of grunts coming through.
yeah, those grunts.
Awesome's commander, I think, goes down here.
Oh, nice D guns.
Commander destroyed.
Not quite enough though. One of
But
those
that
mammoths
is
has
enough to
head
cripple
south.
that force so that it can be dealt with. And as a king, that's often what you're trying to do, is slow down the peasants enough that you can get the units to respond to whatever's coming. And that's typically what you use your defenses for as well. They're your early warning system to thin the herd, so then your army can clean up properly.
Mhm.
Oh, they are some aggressive res bots in there. Those Lazarus from Scarve.
I do love to see that microing res bots. I mean, if it works, it works. There's nothing wrong with this. Build a base.
They're
Get out some units.
Commander
eating that
destroyed.
What are we
commander,
building?
and they very nearly got. Yeah, he did manage to get that lab up.
Centurions do well. Commander goes down on the bottom right there. Big push of ticks on the right. Let's just see how well these go against beamers. Beamers do very well, and then the splash damage is happening around those
That
sharpshooters.
is
but
enough
if you get through.
that you should be able to punch a hole.
Unfortunately, though. Oh no! Possibly would have made it through the base, but turned around and getting cleaned up. Problem in the middle again here. No more twin guards have been built, and as a result, I mean, the reclaim's happening, but this is a lot of blitz. These blitz are going to take out this conversion. The mammoths are walking north, but not fast enough. And this time, taking out everything apart from the aphises, getting down to just 22% on one of those.
Great use
That
of
is
the
gonna hurt.
build towers reclaiming everything there.
Absolutely. This is another good game. This one's entertaining. I mean, it's definitely peasant favour right now. I don't see the king swinging this.
No,
But-
with it being this open, and the peasants, I think the real difference is the peasants are being this aggressive. Because they've
This is the
threw
decider.
a lot of units in, there's a lot of comms in the middle, and they're capitalising on a lot of the metal that's been generated from killing those bases. The fact that the peasants have a bot lab where the kings originally built it because they've resurrected it and they can generate units from the middle of the
Yeah.
map. I don't think I've seen that previously in any other games.
Hey, Wizard of Hog, top tip, you're healing the Aphis, which is great. Just throw the build power onto that advanced construction turret so that Rosie can come online a little bit faster. That's what I'd do.
Yeah, a
Something
full
I
health
wouldn't do
Aphis
though
is great.
is not build a counter intrusion. And over here we are seeing Platinum Blondes base go pop just from these two little gremlins. You cannot forget the counter intrusion. Oh god. I mean, I think that we saw some pings there, so maybe there is a counter intrusion, and there was just nothing to respond there at the time. T3 lab, but no spam. Unfortunate.
Yeah, based on those red dots, I'm assuming that there's Platinum Blonde had the counter intrusion just next to all the converters that went pop.
There
The
you go.
challenge with those stealth units is you still need something to walk into them to make them visible. You can use things like
Rosie is
walls to
rebuilding.
direct them around so that you can have them come through some fairly small choke points, ideally with some beamers or twin guards to take them out. But I
Right
don't
now,
think
a
that's the
wall of
biggest
mammoths.
concern for the kings at the moment.
If we can see these mammoths just continuously expanding out and pushing to reclaim this land, maybe, just maybe, there'll be a
Whilst
chance.
yes, they can't spread too thin, otherwise the masses will be able to punch through again. If they expanded
We're
that
just seeing
to
those blitz again, getting through, taking out conversion.
You're a bit ahead of me again at this point. 30 odd
They're
seconds.
cleaned up though by all the beamers. So I like that. I like to see Invisible Troll building all the beamers at the back of the base as well as the front, and then going for some central eco there. Maybe susceptible to some vanguards at that distance, but we're still a little bit of a way away from the big numbers of vanguards. Oh, yuck. We don't see too many banishes in King of the Hill. But right now, we're seeing 21 down in the south lane here with more to come.
Oh, that is going to be devastating.
Yeah,
I
If
do.
they can just not be the front line unit, if they can go around there, they're going to be able to take out this T3 and the mammoths.
There is enough spam and T1 units in front of them that they should be able to just slow push their way in. In
Yeah,
saying that, it doesn't
they
have to
need
be overly
avoid
slow.
These mammoths. You see how quick the mammoths take him out. You just need to run completely away and go all the way around from the left. That's how to win with these.
Follow those lines of units so that they can be well protected.
Yeah, otherwise they're just simply going to get cleaned up.
Because if they get surrounded by the spam, they will deal
Yeah.
just as much damage to themselves as they do to the enemy.
And there's no pushing into these mammoths either. They're getting built too fast, even with this amount of banishes. Just take too long to take them out. They won't actually progress into the mammoths too fast. We're having spam equaled over here. Wassed's Horns getting outnumbered by the ticks and grunts. So they are all grunts, no pawns. They're managing to get in real close. Fiends taking out a few, but no pork here. And now focusing on some of that build power. But we're going to, I think, go for the conversion. If we can see that conversion go pop, the build power is going to go down with it. And here we go, ticks going through, find some of the T1 build power. Fiends taking out some of those. Let's just clean it all up. Progressing slowly, methodically through the base, taking everything out from the front to the back. But Commander getting in. It's invisible. It's not seen well. I think we're going straight for the APHIS. Are we going to get a control D? Oh, another base falls. Awesome play there. Very well played by that red commander. And we just had the peasant drop, king drop out of the game in case someone wants to take whatever stuff they have left. The right hand side is still looking healthy, as is Invisible's base up here. That APHIS almost up. Reclaiming the fusion reactor to afford the APHIS, and then we're going to have plenty of energy in the bank. We're talking 70% on top of the standard income for an APHIS. Slow build though when you've reclaimed the fusion and all your other income is gone. There we go though. It's up and that is producing 3,000 energy plus the bonus. A lot of T1 on the left here. Just being held back by these few Razorbacks that have been microed like crazy out of Platinum Blonde. On the right, sharpshooters looking to push out, but I think we're just sitting comfortably. Lean Dirt trying to work their way in with a commander, but there's just too much in the way here. You want to just ignore your lane and go up a little gap there. Kings feeling a little bit sad, I think. Zooming out there, there's not one king unit outside the line of the middle. Twitches are trying to push over. Sorry, not Twitches. Sprinters trying to push out here, but the Sheldon's taking them out too quickly. They're in the view of a deceiver, and that augur is seeing them before they get here. With the 3 sumos in front, none of these are going to get through as they are being fed one at a time. And the Razorbacks slowly being taken out. There's only 2 now. There were 4. And we do have a pulsar in the back
on the way in at the moment, and it looks like it's going to be basically clean up for the peasants at this point. And that there's no middle economy left.
Yeah, taken out really quickly actually. That's how good beamers are, people. By walking through the middle, you're actually exposing yourself to a surround bonus as well. So, not a good trade there for those 3 Razorbacks. Now those banishes got through. Jaleo in a big way. Focusing them all down. Conversions go pop. Was that a rebuild base? I think that was a rebuild. Just as you finish rebuilding, you're full. Story of my life when I play this game, especially when streaming. Played a game the other night. I got bombed by aircraft 4 different times. I continuously died. I never made an impact in the game. I held my lane somehow, but I never got out. It might have been to do with the fact that I was streaming. They seem to always hit exactly where my eco and build power was.
Why don't you build any anti-air?
I did. I was just relying on the air player to actually... It was a standard game. It wasn't like King of the Hill where you got a lane. We had a dedicated air player. And look, the air, like, they did fine. It's just they built that much air. And T1 bombers, like, people focus on T2. If you build enough T1 bombers, there's just not enough anti-air to shoot it all down by the time it drops on your APHIS.
As with King of the Hill, you can overwhelm with numbers just as effectively as you can punch through with big firepower. If they need basically a missile to hit every unit, if you just throw more units so they can't hit everything, then you'll get damage through.
That is right. Now at the end of this one, we're not going to change the settings, Tom, because it will stuff up the lobby, but what we will do is put the auto balance on, which shouldn't stuff it up, and we'll throw you guys into a map of your choice. Let us know. You can type it into chat, and whichever map we see the most, we're going to throw you into just a PvP unranked game. And there goes the eco in the middle. One big eco on the right. And then we have got one eco on the north remaining for the Kings. I mean, Fat Boys are pushing out here. We've got a breach finally. Oh, and that was the last comm. That's it, people. King of the Hill. Going bad for the Kings. And that's the peasants taking out most of the wins tonight now.
Good pressure from the peasants in this game, though.
1 week.
Well, that was the main difference. But that'll be us for tonight.
At the top. Nice. Well done, guys. That was a fun night. Sorry about the slow start. These things happen with bar. Too many chefs in the kitchen at the start of the night playing all the rules. But we do appreciate them being here. Thanks, Nightmare. Thanks, Flo. Alright, to the lobby menu and we'll set one up. Jump in chat, guys. What map do you want to play on?
Go. How to find all the bonuses. I'm realizing I should have turned off the bonuses before I balanced the teams and they mixed in with everyone else.
Alright, this will be one final game of my after party. Thanks for sticking around, Flo. And we'll hit that auto balance. You've already done that. We've got one saying metal plate. If you don't want to play metal plate, you better get into Twitch and say what you think. We'll probably need to manually remove all those tweaks as well. Is there a way to clear your tweaks without screwing everything, Tom?
You should be able to.
We'll turn air back on and everything back on. I'll do that manually, just in case.
I'll let you do that, and I think everything else should be cleared.
There we go. Alright, looks good, looks good. Acidic Quarry and, oh god, Acidic Quarry would not work. That's eliminated J Frost from the vote. I don't think you can spawn this many players into Acidic Quarry. You can probably fit like 20 players in the whole map. It's going to be metal plate, guys, if you guys don't vote anything else. I'm just reiterating it because I've played on that map and my god, that just gets laggy. But no one else is voting. Got one for flats and forests and one for metal plate. It's going to be one of those two. Next person to tell us what it's going to be. It's going to be a vote 2-1. So it's either flats and forest or metal plate. Can't be bothered writing the poll, Stuart, because then I have to type in every map. Plate or flat? Plate or flat?
Looks like it's metal.
All right, metal it is.
I'll let you
Okay, full metal plate. Yep, done. All right, that it is. Good luck, people. These ones get chaotic. Almost feel like casting it, but I'll leave that to another day.
I am going to go to bed.
Yeah, that is going to be a thing for us. I'm going to go call Two Pumps though about the event. Guys, tune in tomorrow morning. Morning for us. I think Europe's evening and USA in the middle of the day. Or America's. A lot of players from USA. We're going to see the best of the best. Captained by Grumpiness and Happiness. It's going to be a choice of teams at the start of the stream. We don't know who's playing yet, but there's about 20 plus players who have put their name over 30 OS, these guys are, and they're going to choose one at a time who they have on their team. It's going to be cast by none other than Brightworks and our very own Pradith. And you can join us in this channel, AllReasonNoLogic. Hit follow right now if you want to get that alert for when we go live. And also, you can check it out on the official. And then Brightworks is going to be streaming on the official YouTube and his YouTube. So we'll be doing Twitch. Brightworks will be doing the YouTube. But they'll be together, so you guys will see the same thing, hear the same thing. Epic Units. Tom, do you have the code for Epic Units? We can do that. We can turn on Legion if it's not already on as well. I'll do the Legion.
I think it's those two. I'm not sure which one it's in, but I know it's in one of those. Did I turn the Legion off?
I've turned it on. Oh, did you turn it off?
I didn't mean to, but there we go. That should be everything on. And when everyone is ready.
I heard the suggestion of air off just to stop the lag, but gonna lag. Have fun, guys. We're out. Have I got anyone to raid? We'll check it out.
Have fun. That is
Rosie. I will raid Rosie. She's probably in this.
Yes. All right. Thanks everyone for joining. We are gonna leave you there for the night, and we will catch you all next time.
And you can stick it on stream so you can screen snipe off of Rosie, who's in this game, if you're on the other team. Thanks all.
See ya.
Beyond All Reason fans, welcome to King of the Hill by All Reason.